You've got an amazing outfit. Now, they've all voted for you because this is, like, it's classic. It's not like one of those crazy, you're just up there to, like, you know, make a statement in some outlandish outfit. So all the girls are loving. This is more for every girl, and they're really appreciating this look.
It's definitely extremely feminine. I think All About Oaks is about ladies and glamour and being very feminine. And today I decided that that's what I'll aim for. I mean, I'm not an outlandish person myself. I tend to think I'm rather classy, and this is a classy outfit for all ladies that think like that.
What about Sarah O'Hare thinking she has a pinhead? I think a lot of people around Australia would disagree with that. Fashion on the fields with Wayne Cooper. Now, the attendance today is 101,179, a fantastic roll-up, just outside the all-time record for an Oaks Day of last year. Now, the total for the 3 days is 320,000. Ken, the best ever before that for the 3 days was 307. So they're going to break the record again for the 4 days of the carnival.
They sure are, and I think there'll be a pretty good crowd here Saturday. Interest is building in the Saturday program.
They had 47 last year, and to think that 10 years ago, 170,000 after 3 days. This year, 320. Almost double. And a lot of those people here today, as Neil Kearney found out, have been backing winners.
Out here on the lawn, the racegoers are all feeling a whole lot of Special Harmony. Well, they would be, only she won't get out of my way. Did you back the winner of the Oaks?
I didn't. I backed the third winner. That was all, and I loved it.
And over here, the ladies are enjoying themselves. And
I really do.
some people did back the winner of the Oaks.
I know that, but your head's not...
It's named Special Harmony, and they backed it.
Number one.
Did you back the winner?
I did actually, sir. Number one.
Number one. On what guide did you back the winner?
Actually, I met the breeder up in the Champagne Bar.
We did? Which one was it?
Special Harmony.
Yes, that's the one. Special Harmony.
You backed Special Harmony?
Yes. And we won.
Did you back the winner?
Yes, I did indeed.
Everyone backed the winner.
I did. I have the ticket to prove it.
7 o'clock this morning, a clairvoyant in Brighton, England, told you to back number one in the Oaks.
That's correct.
And did you?
I did. I put $400 on it.
I can't believe it. The missus has spotted me on TV today. I've got the boss bean ringing non-stop.
But did you back Special Harmony?
I actually told you Timberina before, and it didn't even win, so the missus ain't going to be happy when I get home tonight.
And you back Special Harmony big time?
Oh, about 1,000 on it.
Did you? 1,000?
Nothing less than 1,000. Oh, if the girls want to hit me up for a bit of cash, send them my way, eh? A couple more champagnes than me. I'll be anybody today.
Nothing like advertising on television, isn't there? Ken, as you well know, you're a real sports fan, and Telstra Dome on Saturday night, as we zoom in towards it from Flemington, will be the scene of South Africa and New Zealand, and on Sunday night, Ireland and also France. But here's the quarter-final lineup. It's the All Blacks against the Springboks, followed by the Wallabies up against the Scots. What a lineup. And then on Sunday, it's France and Ireland again in Melbourne, England and Wales, also the second match up in Brisbane. The crowds have been fantastic. It's a wonderful stadium, Telstra Dome. Melbourne has the best sporting facilities imaginable.
They are, and that is a great stadium. And last Saturday night, I think a lot of other venues around the world would have been jealous how they could close the roof on a rather nasty night and play in good conditions.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Now, Paul Salmon knows all about big-time sport and footy. He's with a bloke who might have mixed emotions in this World Cup.
Yes, I'm here with my big Irish mate and former Brownlow medalist Jim Stynes, and the Irish invasion has been okay with the Rugby World Cup still in the mix, but and you just finished the International Rules Series with the Australian rules, so how you been coping?
Yeah, it's been hard because, you know, I'm on the fence sometimes, I'm in the Aussie camp other times. I went to the rugby Saturday night after we beat the Irish on Friday in the test overall, and couldn't help it, the old allegiance to the rugby came out. I was barking for the Irish, Dipper was giving me a hard time, but Holy Orders then let us down on Tuesday. Like, what do you say? It's just been, it's been great. Oh, a lot of mates have come out and they're just loving it.
It is a big time, isn't it, for Melbourne in particular? You're a seasoned campaigner at the races?
Yeah, I like to come down at least once, if not twice, and it's just a great carnival, you know?
Yeah. It certainly is, Jim. So have a great day, mate.
Absolutely. Take care.
A couple of greats of AFL there, Jim Stynes and Paul Salmon. Star of Gretchen was favourite. In fact, she was pretty short the last time we spoke to you, Paddy. She held her position.
Difficult to get word on this one, but Pay Keys they've come for. I'm winding Pay Keys in half a point. Star of Gretchen really got the blows big time, was way out but there all of a sudden has been a nibble for Star of Gretchen. So perhaps the big pro punters are arriving. I've wound Star of Gretchen in half a point, and Zav Express was the subject of a good plunge early in betting. In 3 or 4 points, Zav Express, so I've wound Zav Express into the $9 mark. Still holding sway is Star of Gretchen, but Pay Keys may be threatening for favouritism come post time.
As we go into the mounting yard, Mr. O'Hara's the top weight. 4th in the Amy Vars behind the really crack colts Kempinski and Elfstrom. 2nd at Cherubin at Caulfield before that. Probably a chance here. Greg Childs to ride. Ken, certainly amongst the chances.
Yes, and he meets Cherubim a kilo better on that Caulfield run. But I thought his run in the Vars was okay. Like Elfstrom and Kempinski had killed this lot, and he looks good value.
Pay Keys is the one that Pat's been telling us has been well tried. He's here he is just arriving from the birdcage. John Hickmott's a good trainer out of Murray Bridge in South Australia. Damien Oliver, that's a bonus.
Yeah,
had no luck in the Robinson last start.
No, Bruce, his form in South Australia was good. And in the Robinson, it was a leader-dominated race because they went so slow, and yet he still made ground. I thought his run was quite good in the Robinson, and he's a definite chance.
Baradaka, how do you say number 3? Can you? He's from New South Wales.
We call it Bayraktar.
Bayraktar, thank you for that. 4th at Randwick last start, running on. You'd know this horse pretty well.
Yeah, he's only average, Bruce. That Randwick form's nothing flash.
Well, that's no big rap, and it's out to $17. Cherubin, the first of the fillies here. I know you like it. Was 5th to Y Extreme at Moonee Valley, but probably the guide is the day it won at Caulfield when Lee Friedman and Damien Oliver just cleaned up.
Yeah, I think Cherubin is out to a super price. Her win at Caulfield was excellent, and last week at Moonee Valley, or last Saturday week I should say, she rushed around the field to hit the lead coming to the turn. I think she can do better, and I think she's better suited here.
Just Incredible has won 3 straight. I'm talking about number 5 on heavy tracks at Seymour and a couple at Moe. Mick Price, we know that he's in good form, the trainer, and Stephen Baster, the jockey.
Yeah, I don't care where you win 3 in a row, you've got to be showing good form to keep winning. There's no Tullix or Todmans opposed to him here, and Just Incredible by the former star Melbourne galloper Zedidif has got an excellent hope.
Well in the market now, Swinging Babe, another of the fillies, 3rd at Moonee Valley behind I Extreme. Only had the 1 start at Flemington and ran 2nd in the Waltzing Lily behind Regrowth, so that's not a bad sign.
It was a useful run behind Extreme and Windy Kate last start, but she was beaten nearly 5 lengths. Just a chance.
Here's the favourite, just Star of Gretchen, number 7. One query, jumping sharply in distance, but she's finishing her races off, and she does have a wide draw, but her win at Caulfield was full of promise.
Yeah, I just think she'll need a little bit of luck in the run, and she's no certainty to get 1,800 metres. I think she's short enough, but I concede she's got a good chance. She looks healthy.
Looks good, doesn't she? Zab Express, number 8. Pat told us that some nibbles for it early. It failed in the Norman Robinson, but was a good 3rd behind Noble Red prior to that at this track.
Yes, it's well, Noble Red was one of the favourites for the Victoria Derby, but I'd like to know what happened to it in the Norman Robinson. It showed nothing at all.
Scratch 9, Fangio. Well, I hope this goes as fast as he used to drive. It'd be a good thing. And this maiden win was on the Kensington track at Randwick. 6th at Moonee Valley. You're going to have to twist my arm.
Bruce, I've seen a bit of this fellow. I could nearly take my shoes and socks off and beat him myself.
Okay. Hopefully that won't come back to bite you today, Ken. Now, Lightning Stroke. This is going well. The McAvoys team up here, Tony and Karen. Good run at Morphettville last start and has been running over the distance and won the start before at Victoria Park.
Yeah, he's by the Kentucky Derby winner Thunder Gulch. And he's got that touch of dash about him. He's not just a plugger. He'll handle the 1,800 metres. He's won over that distance at Victoria Park, and a definite possibility.
Lego Man, number 12 from Tasmania, 4th at the Valley in the night meeting the other night. Up in distance.
Yeah, hard to see him being up to this, and he's at long odds and he's entitled to be.
Hennessy Lane is 13. Michael Moroney, Corey Brown, trainer and jockey. Lightly raced. Beaten less than 3 lengths by Cherubin last start. Could be a prospect, but and sort of in the market at $20 today.
Yeah, I like the breed, the Hennessy. He's got a good jockey, Corey Brown, but you know, I doubt he can beat Cherubin for 1, and it's a 12-to-1 chance.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, really. 14 Our Inner Sanctum, won its maiden at Sale last start, is jumping up in class.
Yeah, it's not good enough. It's like going from the Tasmanian League to the VFL.
Now, scratch 15, the late one, taken, and 16, and 17 gets a start here, Royal Rapid. It's a maiden, Royal Rapid. It's a rig, by the way. Now, you don't see many rigs. That's a horse with one testicle, am I right?
That's right. They've got half their manhood. Usually one goes back up into their body as a young horse. And there's been plenty of successful rigs to race. It doesn't seem to come against them. But despite his physical weaknesses, he's also got weaknesses in ability.
Yeah, at big odds. So, look, Star of Gretchen, the favourite here, the filly up against the Colts. She's lightly raced, but Peter Moody's having a terrific run, and he's with Peter Donegan.
Pete, Star of Gretchen, everything went against her at Caulfield, but she was still good enough to win.
Yeah, she's certainly got a bit of quality, this filly, but, you know, big field today. She's going to be back near last again, so she's going to need a lot of luck, and she'll have to be every bit as good as we hope she is to win.
And what about the step up in distance? Is that any concern to you?
No, I don't think so. Just the way she races, she doesn't put any effort at all into the early part of a race, and that enables her to be so strong, so you would expect the 1800 will be ideal.
So for those people looking at the wide gate, it's almost immaterial because you are going to go back.
Well, it is to her. She walks out of the barriers and it takes her a furlong to get going, so I'd be surprised if there's anything behind her after 100 metres. It's just her pattern. The one and only time she began, she raced poorly, so we're not going to try and reverse that at all.
Peter Moody, best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Luke Curry on board. Now, Luke started the spring in a blaze. He won a Group 1 race on Guineas Day. At one stage, he was going to ride Maccabi Diva through the spring. It didn't happen, so I think he's feeling a bit down at the moment. So this would be a real tonic for Luke if he's able to win this $125,000 race.
Yeah, racing's a game of ifs, and you just never know what's round the corner. I know Glenn Boss, when he was just nosed out on Champagne in the Melbourne Cup a few years ago by Jezebel, I reckon it took him a week to get over it. He was, disappointed, but look, he didn't let it get to him. He's ridden a lot of winners since. I think he's riding as well. He'd be in the top 3 jockeys in Australia, in my opinion, Glenn Boss, and his ride on Tuesday was super. So, Luke might turn the corner like he did.
Well, he's on the favourite. I tell you someone who's smiling all the time at the moment, Melanie Simons.
Forget fashions on the field. Who cares if you back the winner? Look what we found. The most beautiful girl at Ladies' Day. This is Isabella.
And Amanda.
And Amanda. Amanda, she's gorgeous. Not only is she gorgeous, but by the time she's about 5, she'll be a fully fledged racegoer.
She will, definitely.
Is she enjoying her time?
She's had a great day, thank you.
Well, thank you for bringing her along. She looks absolutely stunning. She also wants to be a superstar, but the only thing is I don't know whether Kylie's going to give her back.
Listed race, or Group 4, $125,000, $1,000 trophy, 1,800. Star of Gretchen just favoured in front of Pay Keys. We've got John Letts behind the barrier. We've got Paddy Welsh in the betting ring. Might start with you, John. On Banjo, you know Pay Keys pretty well from South Australia. Do you think he's up to this?
I do think he's up to it, Bruce. I was just talking to Darren Beedman, actually. I said, 6 months ago, this horse, he was green as grass. He'd run all over the track. Young Cody Morgan rode the horse. He was winning on him, but he was just doing everything wrong, and I really feel that bringing him to Melbourne into these big races has really made his horse. His run last time out in the Norman Robinson, I thought, was an enormous run. I thought, well, he's got no chance in a race like this, but gee, he ran very well, and I think he looks very relaxed. The horse just seems to me as if he turned the corner. John Hickmore's done a terrific job with him. Also, the other horse, Star of Gretchen, he looks very well too. Luke Curry to ride, of course, trained by Peter Moody. Peter's had a good carnival too. But, gee, I like Pay Keys, just the way he's relaxed.
OK, number 2 now. You mentioned Star of Gretchen. Paddy, it took a while, but I believe the money's come for the filly now.
Money has come late, and it's very big money. I mentioned that there may be a dispute over the favouritism. There's certainly no dispute now. Star of Gretchen has been very heavily backed. What you see on the tote at $3.80 is about what is on offer in the ring now. If I can give you one at longer odds, Bayraktar, the number 3, has firmed in a couple of points. The $13 on the tote is equivalent to what they're doing in the ring. Pay keys out to $1 over the each way line.
Oh, there's been some movement here then. So Star of Gretchen, just Peter Moody talking to Peter Donegan. You got the feeling he felt this filly was well above average, but they were going to find out something today. She's new, only her 5th start, but she's $3.80. Pay keys $5.30. Mr. O'Hara $6.90. And number 11 there at $10.30 is Lightning Stroke. So Bayraktar might be the value at $12.80. A couple to come in. It's the Radiant Black. Let's join Greg Miles.
Moving up, Lightning Stroke. And in front of a big crowd, officially 101,179. At Oaks Day, it's the 3rd successive year that the Oaks Day has attracted a crowd of 100,000 plus, so well done, Melbourne. Oh, Star of Gretchen's played up in the gates. She's got herself up in the air. Jockey Luke Curry flung out the back. He's limping around, flexing his left leg, and Star of Gretchen now backed out of line. She did get strung up in the stalls for a moment or two. And the vet will need to run the rule over her before she'll be allowed to start. She's the $3.80 favourite. Just mentioning that she can be troublesome in the stalls, and she sat back down on her bottom in the gates. Let's hope she's okay. Luke Curry just trotting her around behind the line. Now the vet running the rule over Star of Gretchen. It's got an announcement coming through. Hello, yes? Vet's test. Okay, thank you. Yep, just as we thought, that's confirmed from the scales. Star of Gretchen now undergoing the vet's inspection. A lot hinges on this because she's been heavily supported. Last leg of the quaddie and the daily double, so it will be a very important decision from the vet here right now. Run at Sale when she scored first up was incredible, making up an enormous amount of ground, and it was likewise at Caulfield last time out. She does get back and give them a start. If there's speed in the race, she'll be really motoring home.
John, you're right there, John. Let's. Is she going to run, John?
Yeah, she's going to run. Joe's just passed her, and she's okay. She didn't look like she did much damage, Bruce. She just went up in the air and got down on her haunches now, but she's trotted out okay.
Good on you, John. Thanks for that. Let's rejoin Greg now. But she's still not happy here. Tell you what, the 380, Ken, I'm not sure if you want to be on.
She never hurt herself, and she's entitled to run. But when you take short odds, you want everything to go your way. It'll be interesting to see if she settles now. Like, it's only her 3rd run in, her first distance run.
About to go.
One from the outside next to Lego Man and Wild Rapid. They're off. And she jumped okay. Lego Man was a little slow to move. She'll settle back as usual. Fangio pinged out of the stalls after 100, and he's dicing for the lead up there with Swinging Babe, Hennessy Lane, Zab Express and Mr. O'Hara on the outside. There's a pretty good battle for the leading position now as they settle into stride, and back behind those horses, Our Sanctum. And they were trailed by Lightning Stroke, but at the 1400, Zab Express has the lead. Zab Express by a half length, Mr. O'Hara. Fangio with a nice trail, a length and a half away 3rd, and they're being followed then by Swinging Babe, 2 lengths away 4th, and then Mr. O'Hara, then the Hennessy Lane. A break of about 3 lengths further back as Wild Rapid, Our Sanctum, and they were followed by Lightning Stroke, and behind these, Just Incredible, 2 lengths away on the inside, followed by Bayraktar. They're trailed then by Pay Keys a long way back at the 1,000 metres on the inside from Cherubim, and then Star of Gretchen and Lego Man. They string right out over plenty of territory. Zab Express at the 800 had the lead to Mr. O'Hara. Fangio 3rd. Swinging Babe for the outside, and then Hennessy Lane and the blue colours over on the inside as they come to the corner from on the outside. Wild Rapid then Lightning Stroke, Our Intersectum, Two Bay Raktar, then Just Incredible, Star of Gretchen, peeling to the outside from Cherubim, Paykeys, a long way back, hard ridden by Oliver on the rails as they swing the corner. Lego Man is last. Into the straight now, Zab Express being tackled by Mr. O'Hara, Fangio along the inside, wider out now, Wild Rabbit, Hennessy Lane, and Swinging Babe, Star of Gretchen, still a fair way back, coming to the 200 metres now. Fangio goes up, Paykeys has come from the back and is driving up along the inside to hit the front. Paykeys takes the lead at the 100 from Fangio, Mr. O'Hara. This is a ride, it's come from a minute back. Paykeys by 2 lengths to Mr. O'Hara, a nose to Fangio, Star of Gretchen 4, and then Wild Rapid followed in by Cherubim and Lego Man. Back behind these then was Bay Raktar, who ran off the track around the turn. Zab Express weakened, and then came Our Intersectum, Hennessy Lane, Just Incredible, and a long way back is Lightning Stroke, and Swinging Babe is last of all.
Well, that was a sensational ride by Damien Oliver. This horse who was well backed, probably the second best runner in the race. And we'll look at the telestrate at the moment. This is one of Damien's best rides. He is in sensational form. Just have a look where this horse was on the home turn. They're about to straighten. There it is, right at the back there. And watch the way Damien is able to weave his way through.
When there's a little bit of track bias, some jockeys become paranoid, and I think too many have been too keen to get wide when you only have to come just off the rails. We've seen it with a few races today. Oliver knew that. He eased out a little, and the fact that he didn't lose any ground made up for any apparent bias.
And Kenny was going to try and take the split, realised it wasn't coming, and said, just what you said a moment, I'll go inside, I don't care. Got it, kept the momentum going, and home it goes. Star of Gretchen, by the way, good fourth. Keep following her, she had no luck at all. Here's Damien. This is, you'll see it terrific. Now, he's on the inside, he's the closest to the rail, goes down to the fence, and comes with a rush here and was able to put a space in them pretty quickly from this point on.
And you can see he's still 4 off the rail, he's in good ground, and many of the others have gone too wide and lost ground. And that's why he's the best jockey in Australia.
Well, 4 winners now for this carnival. He's dominated really since the Caulfield Guineas Day. Ken, I hate to tell you, but Fangio ran 3rd.
Yes, I know, he nearly showed me up. I think I'll keep my shoes and socks on, Bruce.
Mr. O'Hara 2nd. What a day for Ollie. 2-1-10, officially 4th, 7. Peter Donegan, I tell you what, that's a promising horse. And John Hickmott, I'm a bit biased here, but the South Australian trainers do all right during this carnival.
They've had a terrific carnival south from the border, west of the border in South Australia. John Hickmott, congratulations. He's a good horse, but the bloke on his back's all right too.
He's a genius, mate. He's a genius.
He just could not have won that race coming around.
No, he's probably, you know, the horse wants probably 2,400 metres, but Damien's just so good. He, after he raced, and he raced it in the Norman Robinson, the owner said, what do we do now? And I said, oh, well, we'll go back to Flemington. And he said, who are you going to get to ride him? I said, we won't have to get anybody. He said, why? I said, well, Ollie will want to ride him.
Yeah.
His manager's the best in the business. And, you know, he proved it today that he didn't waste ground, he just made ground. And he's just, Ollie's a champion, he's the best in the world.
Quickly, can he win a good race in the autumn?
Oh, he can. He can.
How good a race?
He's got some very good owners who are close friends of mine, and he came on the market by chance. And I said, he'll win the South Australian Derby. And he said, so this is a bonus.
Well, John, let's hear what the champion jockey's got to say himself as we congratulate you. Here is Damien Oliver with John Letts.
Yeah, Damien, this horse, he's just improved out of sight every run he's had in Melbourne, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. It's my first ride on him, but he settled back lovely, and we got a beautiful run up through the inside, and he was really strong on the line.
OK, you come to the home turn. I think everyone would give you away with tearing up the tickets and thinking, well, this can't win. You've gone through on the fence, you won by a couple of lengths. His future's very big. A horse like this for, what, SA Derby?
Yeah, that's right. Johnny Hickmott mentioned that before the race, and yeah, I think he'll stick on a bit, so the 2,400.
Did he relax easy for you?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you asked him out?
Yeah, he picked up really nicely for me, Johnny.
Away went. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks.
Having a wonderful run as Damien. Look, the SA Derby's a long way away, who knows, but Mummify won it this year. It's proven to be a great race in the past, but it's a little step from this race to that one. But I tell you what, he's got some qualities, this horse, and he showed some heart. But you gave Damien Oliver as big a rap as anyone could possibly have earlier today, and Ken, he continues to excel.
Yes, and it's great to see people dream. If you haven't got dreams in the racing game, what have you?
Absolutely. So John Hickmott's the man dreaming from Murray Bridge in South Australia, a terrific racing centre. Hey, Ken, been great working with you. Take a spell for a bit and you're back Saturday.
I'll be here Saturday, Bruce.
And still smiling. I reckon he's back to winner again today. He got that trifecta in the Oaks and picked a Special Harmony. Ollie on top after race number 8, the Radiant Black, and another bloke having a good day is Paul Salmon.
Here with legendary comedian Dave Hughes. And Dave, what sort of day are you having?
Mate, I'm having a wonderful day. The weather has really turned itself on and the girls are looking great.
How does weather do that?
I don't know how it does it, mate. I'm not real good with words.
Now, fashions are a big thing in racing. Of course, you've come resplendently dressed. The shirt's hanging out a bit and the top button's undone. You got any tips?
I got told I haven't worn a tie, and you're meant to wear a tie on Ladies' Day, apparently, but I didn't know. No one told me, Paul.
Well, they should communicate better, I'd say.
Well, they should, and I haven't really got any tips. Although I did pick the favourite in the main race.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's Oaks, so that's the Oaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I got the favourite, yep.
Well, you make sure you have a great day, Dave, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
It's our last cross of the day for the Lavazza Celebrity Tips, and we have had an absolute ball today. Well, at least 2 of us have tip winners. There's somebody who's obviously been crying, who's got his sunglasses on. Rob, explain yourself.
I can't look the camera in the eye. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I got a 2nd and 3rd, but not good enough.
Well, that's what the hard thing about tipping them for the win is that you have done very nicely for the rest of the day, though. Thank you for taking part in it. Katie, you had a win at $5.10 earlier. How'd you go in that last race?
Well, I didn't do quite as well. I think my horse might still be out there running. Bit of a donkey.
But you cleaned up.
Oh, well, only in that race. I haven't got all that well. Unfortunately, because the odds were so tight, and even though we have had 2 wins for the day, we started off with a tally of $1,050, and we finished up with a tally of $840. So a little bit under than the previous days. Well, no, it's $840 that would otherwise not be generously donated without the assistance of Lavazza. So big thanks to them. It is going to the kids from Camp Quality. So we hope that money is well spent. We know it will be. We'll be back here on Emirates Stake Days with another team of celebrity tipsters. Can I say thank you for you both for taking part?
Yeah, another team, we're sacked. No more from us.
No, so I know that you're both very, very busy on Saturday. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you very much, Jo. I promise I'll do better next time.
So we'll see you back here Saturday for more Lavazza Celebrity Tips.
Good on you, Joanna. No, they did a good job. Pay keys there. Who knows? The SA Derby they're talking. Correct weight, race 8, correct weight, 480 and 210. Mr. O'Hara, 240. Fangio, well, Ken said he could run as fast as that with his socks off. 620, the Quinella 1740, the Trifecta 623.10, and the Exacta 31.20. Popular win, Damien Oliver again. Here's Jim Wilson.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a day for Damien Oliver, Australia's super jockey, saluting in the Crown Oaks and now in the Radiant Black Stakes. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome the committee member from the Victoria Racing Club, Mr. David Christensen, and also the Managing Director of PZ Cousins, Mr. Chris Davis, to make the presentation.
Thanks, Jim. Mr. Chairman, VRC Committee, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the management and staff of PZ Cousins Australia New Zealand, we are absolutely delighted to again be associated with the VRC and the Melbourne Cup Carnival. Oaks Day, as we all know, is Ladies' Day, and it's all about fun, fashion and colour, and today's been absolutely no exception. And those ladies that know fashion out there know that black is an essential element in any wardrobe. And to help keep those blacks black, PZ Cousins has created an exciting breakthrough for the care of black and dark garments with the new Radiant Black Wash laundry liquid. So it seems entirely fitting that on a day that embraces fashion and celebrates style, our company is involved through the inaugural Radiant Black Stakes. So now it gives me enormous pleasure in introducing and congratulating the owner of Pay Keys, Mr. Joe Aurea.
So congratulations to all of them. And as we said, the South Australian ownerships and training have done really well during this carnival. Now, the Sakata Plate is the final event on the program on Crown Oaks Day, and it should be a wide betting race. And the totes here, Al Barak at 18, Artistic Gem at 7, Kelsha in good forms, won a couple at Cheltenham lately at $4.50 over in Adelaide. Bohemian Dancer, good at this distance, $11. Awesome Warrior.